Thank you, and thank you for the opportunity to share just a few thoughts about movement building and what I think are some of the most urgent things that we need to do. Extremely inspired by DJ Switch. I think, quite frankly, that is the future, and that is the movement that we are trying to build. And if we don't bring the innovation and the wisdom that that generation represents, then this movement will not thrive. And that really has been, for me, the big takeaway from the African AFR 100 summit that is actually going on right next door. We've been talking about what it takes for the continent of Africa, for our continent, to mobilize for a restoration movement. We have 10 years to deliver on AFR 100, on the commitments for restoring 100 million hectares on our continent by 2030. That we must do, but we cannot do that if we don't include youth. And this has been an important, critical awakening for all of us. I don't know how many of you know that by 2050, 50% of the African continent will be under the age of 25. Imagine that. Under the age of 25. That's a demographic we cannot afford to ignore. We also know that for many countries today, my own country, Kenya, 80% of the population is under the age of 35. So youth are indeed in the driving seat, whether we bring them into the center of the rooms or not. They are a critical component of the movement. New idea, intentional, and it has to be well resourced. We have got to mobilize whatever financial resources we can.